What's up guys, TheGearChange here back with another video. And as you unfortunately saw by the title, the XR5 Turbo has a misfire, or what I believe is a misfire. So I took the car out the other day to get some content, and on the way home, she sort of started having a bit of an issue, like a bit of spluttering and stuff like that, and was a bit hesitant to boost. Pulled over, the idle was a bit lumpy, and it's definitely not some sort of vacuum leak or boost leak. I've checked all that, popped the engine bay, had a real good look. And when I got home, sort of had to limp it home very carefully. Luckily, I wasn't too far away. Got her home and yeah, just gave it a quick scan, and its cylinder 2 seems to be misfiring. So pretty crap, but yeah, it's unfortunate, you know. But hopefully in this video, we will get it fixed. But yeah, I can't say I was too happy that after getting a bit of content, she decided to do that.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So yeah, that right there, that clip that just played was pretty much my reaction when the car decided to do that to me. But yeah, I'll play a clip now of what it's sounding like. I obviously don't want to start the car up until I get the parts, which should be here hopefully by the end of the week, fingers crossed. By the time you guys see this, the car might already be fixed, I hope. So yeah, I'll play a clip now of what she's sounding like, and then I guess I'll continue on once all my parts arrive in the mail, and hopefully we can get the car in the spare room and just pull off whatever needs to be pulled off and get her sorted, get her back up and running. She's sort of been a bit on and off in terms of like power wise for a little bit, which apparently, could be due to that sort of coil pack failing or the spark plug, just due to age, you know. I don't think I've done the spark plugs on it for a little while, and she's a 15-year-old car now, so a few things probably need doing. And I've been driving a little Fiesta as the daily just because it's better on fuel, so, you know, I think the focus was thinking, oh, I'm missing out, so, you know, here we go. She's decided to do that, and she's going to be getting plenty of attention. So yeah, I'll let you guys listen to what it sounds like now. Alright, so you've just seen my car and the others misfiring. Now it's time to show you guys the parts that I have here that should hopefully fix the misfire. So I ordered some Bosch RS spark plugs from Jamie at Focus on Performance, or OEM Denied. I also got some coil packs, and I got a Symposer blanking plug. Now for today's video, I'm just going to do the spark plugs and the coil packs and hope that that fixes it. And I'll film the Symposer install for a separate little videos. That shouldn't take too long, and I sort of want to make it its own dedicated thing if I can manage to just get the car working today. So I've got everything down here in the boxes, so I guess I'll unbox it real quick, then we'll get the XR5, wherever she's hiding, here, inside this spare room, and we'll pop the bonnet and see if I can get it to work. Fingers are crossed, because, you know, I love driving it, and it just sucks that as soon as I started enjoying it a bit more, it decided to misfire. But yeah, hopefully that's all it is. From what I've gathered and the symptoms that I've diagnosed with it, that's all it should be, is either spark plugs or coils or both. So I've got both of them. So we'll see how we go. Not that it is ridiculously important, but I thought I would show you guys what I'm actually putting in the XR5 today to hopefully fix the issue. So I've got the genuine Bosch spark plugs right here, and then I've got the 5 individual coil packs in their box. So just going to move the car inside, just in case the weather gets a bit hectic, and we'll install all the parts. Alright, so the XR5 is finally in the spare room. Just going to sort of take off the intake piping. Hopefully I don't need to move the plenum at the moment. I'll sort of disconnect the Symposer here to a side just for now, just so I can get the whole engine cover off. And then yeah, once that's out the way, I've also got to take out the brake vacuum line here. I can literally just sort of pull it out by hand. Once that's out the way, I will take off the engine cover The bolts for the engine cover are a Torx 30, and I've got this bolt here that I've got to take off with my little sort of socket set, and then another one up the back. So yeah, I'll try and I guess put on a bit of a time lapse while I do all this, just to make it easy to watch. I'll try and just take the whole intake sort of thing as it sits out. I don't really want to have to disconnect all the silicon piping and everything. I'll just sort of unplug the MAF sensor if I can. Just, yeah, makes it a bit easier on me. And then yeah, once the head of that is off, we will have a little look. Hopefully it's not too dirty underneath there, and then we can take all the coil packs out. I don't know if I'm going to do it one by one or all at once. I'm thinking one by one, same with putting the spark plugs in. I'll do them each at a time. I watched a few different videos already on YouTube and looked it up on forums. Doesn't seem too difficult, but the one thing that I have noticed is a lot of the different channels haven't actually shown like where the spark plugs are. They've sort of spoken about it, but they haven't actually got the camera and gone sort of up from above and shown where they're sitting before they then twist and pull them out. So I'm going to try and do my best to sort of show it as easy as possible. So if any of you guys want to attempt this or need to attempt this, it isn't actually too bad and it's not as daunting. So yeah, let's get into it. Alright, that was a bit of a mission, but intake is out and off. I will cut it here and yeah, tidy up whatever needs to be tidied up, and then we'll take the engine cover off. So everything is out of the way at the moment. Yeah, intake's off. It'll be good to actually give that like a proper clean, because I haven't actually been able to polish it and give it a real good clean in a long time, so that's out the way. The Simposer sort of just to a side here, and I've chucked the hose up there, and that's just gonna sit there. But yeah, got the Torx 30 bit here, so pretty much just have to, damn, these are on really tight, get all these engine things off. So we might actually switch to a little wrench, or it might have enough depth. Oh, that does. Yeah, there we go. Just enough to crack that one. Jeez, that's on tight. There we go. Just needed a bit of pressure. There we go, there's that one. As for the other ones, I'll probably just, yeah, use a longer sort of impact tool or wrench, because I've got one there, and that one's blank, because that's where the intake sort of piping thing was, and then I got these two at the back. So I'll unscrew these now, and then we'll take this cover off and we'll have a look at what it's looking like underneath. Alright, so as you guys would have seen before, had all the plastic here. I have decided to basically tape it up as well as I can, just because I don't want any of it falling into any of the sort of coil pack holes here or spark plug holes. If any of you have any recommendations on what I can actually use or get, or if there's links to actually buy this stuff to refit it, please let me know, as I'd like to get some fresh stuff. I don't really like the look of the tape. I think it looks quite messy, so I'll have to try and find a solution for that. But anyway, enough of that. That is plugged up the back with a rag, and here is the coil pack. Now, each coil pack, you got to take out one bolt. It's a little sort of 8mm bolt up the back here, and yeah, with each coil pack, you pretty much can take it out. A lot of the YouTubers I've seen haven't actually shown where the spark plug is or what it looks like. They sort of just put the camera somewhere and you can't see. So I figured I would actually show you guys, or carefully. There you go, there's the pop. Right, now, I'll pull that out the way. And down and in there is your spark plug. So there it is. So, yeah, we'll have to get the socket for that, which I think is a 16 mil. I'll double check for you guys, and we'll we'll take it out and we'll replace it with a new one. And they have to be torqued to 28 newton meters, I believe, is what it says on the box. So I'll do that for each and every one of them, and then we'll yeah, I guess replace the coil packs as well, which should just be a matter of, I think, unplugging them and plugging in the new ones. These ones look like they have probably been replaced before because they've got numbers on them, 1 to 5, and they say Volvo, so don't know how old they actually are. Might have to go through the service book, but I've got brand new ones anyway, so they should be sweet. Alright, so I've got Dad here with me. As I said, we've taken this out just before, so that's the old coil pack. It's looking a bit...
Do we need to unclip that?
Yeah, we'll unclip that once we get the spark plug out. So that's the old one, so we'll just put that to a side for now, and then Dad will see if he can actually get that on the spark plug and take it out for you guys. Might be in the way a little bit for the camera, but...
I think I was touching the button there for a minute.
That's all good.
That was going into like neutral. They're pretty firm.
And then what should just...
Spin it out hopefully.
Yeah.
Decent thread on it.
Yeah, it's pretty dead.
Coming. Come loose now.
Yep.
Right.
Alright, so there it is out the car. I'll get Dad to sort of show you what it's looking like. Not looking too good, in all honesty. I honestly think it's probably more of a spark plug issue than a coil pack issue for the Misfire, just even by looking at that. But
What brand are they?
Fomoco.
Original Ford.
Original Ford, yeah, okay. There you go. So that's the
You can see that on
yeah, they're looking pretty warm. So we've got the new ones here. We'll get the new one now, and we'll get the torque wrench, and we'll set it to 28 newton meters, and we'll yeah, tighten that up and show you guys. And then we're just going to repeat the process for the other 4. Don't really need to show, it's pretty monotonous. And then yeah, we'll show you how to change the coil packs over as well, which is another pretty easy setup. Okay, so we're just going to hand thread the new spark plug by hand into the car. We've put some anti-seize lubricant on it lightly. Was just a recommendation, so we put a little bit of that on the thread just in case we ever need to take them out in the future. So yeah, Dad's just going to sort of do it by hand, and then we'll get our
Torque wrench on it.
torque wrench on it, yep, and torque it to spec.
28 newton meters.
Yeah, and then we'll have to sort of show you guys how to change the coil pack over. So
And these are what, Bosch German RS plugs?
yeah, Bosch German RS spark plugs. So I'll have to sort out the plastic wiring and whatnot.
So it's firm.
Yeah.
Torque wrench on 28.
Yep. There goes the torch.
Torch dials.
Mm-hmm. It's all good. I'll leave it out the way. Is that in?
I'm trying to get in.
Push the button, and then it should just clip down. Huh? Hold on.
Alright.
There you go. Is that locked in?
Yeah. Alright. It's coming up, coming up, coming up.
Yeah.
It seems pretty firm, doesn't it?
Yeah. There you go.
We're happy with that.
Yep. Alright,
Yeah.
so
One done.
carefully torqued to spec. I think you left your little socket in there, but it's all good. There you go. So there's the one done. We'll repeat the process for the others, and I'll show you guys how to change over your core pack as well. Okay, so the new spark plug is down and in its little hole there. So that is all sorted, torqued to spec. As for the core pack that I've just released, you pretty much just stick a flat blade screwdriver underneath this little tab here. So you just sort of put it in there and lever it down a bit, and then just carefully pull it out the other side, and you should hear it sort of unclip. Where it sort of says the 4321 is where the little tab is sitting. So that is the old original Bosch sort of Volvo stamped core pack. So I'll go grab the new one and we'll clip it in. Okay, so here is the new core pack. Yeah, got all the right coding and everything. Bosch, same exact part number. So it's basically the opposite. You sort of just pull this tab down, and then this should clip in. There you go, hear it click. And then yeah, just carefully line it up over the hole and push down like that. And then obviously you got to put the 8mm bolt back in, but yeah, that's how you change the spark plug, and that is how you change the core pack on the XR5. It's pretty late here now, nearly 10 PM, as I've sort of been going on and off with the car for most of the day, but all the new core packs are in, all the new spark plugs are in, so just need to put the engine cover back on, get the intake bolted back up there at that intake crossover pipe, put the brake vacuum line in, and then yeah, I reckon I'll give it its first start tomorrow morning. Probably not tonight, as you know, I don't want to disturb the neighborhood, but yeah, pretty happy with how it went. Hopefully me showing you just how to do the one was helpful enough for you guys, because yeah, it was pretty hard to sort of see from other perspectives and on other channels how exactly to do it and where the spark plugs are sitting. So hopefully that was helpful, but yeah, just gonna put everything back, and then yeah, I'll do the start tomorrow. So I'll cut to me in the morning, and fingers are crossed that she's firing on all cylinders and ready to go for a nice spirited drive. Okay, so it is the very next morning. You can probably hear a bit of Bathurst in the background, but here are some of the culprits. So that is the spark plug, just like what we took out before, FOMO Co. I've just sort of grabbed the handset for the car to read the codes, just to show you guys what codes are actually popping up for the Misfire. So see if this is still on. So there we go. So that's just the immobilizer thing, which I still have to sort out, but it's mostly these ones saying random multiple cylinder Misfire and cylinder 2 Misfire. So then we'll just clear them. Turn key off. Alright, so I'll open the doors now because I don't want to gas myself in this enclosed room, and we'll give her a start, and hopefully the new spark plugs and core packs have fixed the issue. Alright everyone, moment of truth. Everything is plugged back into the car, so I'll hop in. I've cleared the codes and we'll give it a start. Might be rough for a little bit, and then it should hopefully smooth out.
That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
Okay, so I am in the Focus after the spark plug and coil change. Other than the Misfire, one other issue I seem to be having recently with it, which is why I changed tires, sort of because they needed doing, but I thought it was an issue with traction, was the power felt like it was cutting out. I had a mate of mine, Matthew, drive it, and he noticed it as well. And we thought it was a clutch issue because at 100,000, but I think it was more sparks after feeling it now. Because she's 100% back to how she was. She's just an absolute blast of a car to drive. Makes all the right noises. Heaps of pops and bangs. All the turbo flutter you could want. The steering in it compared to the Fiesta is just so different. It just feels so... They're both very direct, but it almost feels lighter than the Fiesta. So you can sort of, I guess, push it a bit harder in the corners. But yeah, overall, fingers crossed, touch wood, it has fixed the misfire, because she's no longer misfiring. She's chuffing along nicely, and yeah, it seems to have fixed the issue where the power was sort of struggling. And I mean, after seeing those spark plugs, I can kind of see why. Like, they were well and truly past it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe, as it really does help me out, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.